Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about this goof, Victor Wembanyama, and this clown, Chris Paul, man. And how these guys were disqualified from the skills challenge last night for basically trying to circumvent the rules, trying to take a shortcut, because that's what guys do in this era of NBA. Everything is about shortcuts now in the NBA. How do you screw up a skills challenge? How do you get disqualified from a skills challenge? We're going to talk about in this video, guys. I'm going to break it down to you, man, what these guys did and how embarrassing these guys are. And once again, the All-Star Weekend continues to have controversy. And just once again, like I said, it's embarrassing, guys. We're going to talk about this video, man. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world. Everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly humbled by all the support, man. It really means a lot. Shout out to all the true basketball fans, everybody in the membership. Thank you guys for all the support, man, on the live streams. Like I said, you guys emailing me, sending me messages. It really means a lot. Shout out to all the guys that send me messages on Instagram all the time. Everyone who emails me, thank you guys. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to talk about these two fools, Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul, man. And I know I call a lot of these guys goofs. I call them fools. I call them clowns because they act this way. This is how they act, guys. I've told you, I judge them based on what they're putting out for us to judge. And what I saw last night from Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul was an absolute embarrassment. Now, from the Chris Paul side of things, this guy should know better. He's supposed to be like an older brother, the elder statesman. Is he not? Chris Paul, I don't know if he still is, but I know he was like the president of the Players Union at one point. Maybe he still is, I don't know. So, this guy's been around the NBA. He knows the ins and outs of the NBA, right? Chris Paul should know better. But what happens? You get Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul because they turned the skills challenge into a team thing for whatever reason. Makes no sense to me. More gimmicks for the NBA. The skills challenge is a gimmick, guys. It was legit 10, 15 years ago when they were doing individuals doing the skills challenge. And you had guys like, Jason Kidd or Steve Nash and Tony Parker, right? You had these guys going out there and doing the skills challenge. It was legit, man. It was cool. It was something fun, something to add on to the weekend. But now it's become a weird gimmick. When you have teammates now doing it, you had Draymond Green out there. There's a skills challenge. Draymond Green, what skills does Draymond Green have, man? He ain't got no damn skills. But this man really thought that he was going to go out there in a skills challenge? Like, I would have been, dude, you're not qualified to do a skills challenge. You're not on that level. But they had Draymond Green, I think Malik Moody, or I can't remember his first name, is some dude named Moody out there, and Draymond Green representing the Golden State Warriors in the skills challenge. The skills challenge, Draymond Green. Think about how that sounds. But anyway, back to Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama and their goofy selves. So, like I said, if you don't know, guys, the skills challenge was last night. And Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama were representing for the team Spurs. So, in the skills challenge, you're supposed to make a series of passes. You're supposed to, shoot a couple of shots, right? There's a whole thing that you guys, a whole obstacle course, essentially, that the players are supposed to go through, and they're being timed. And the best time, wins, right? You advance to the next round, and then the best time will win. So, what did Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul decide to do? Because it's so important for them to win the skills challenge, they decide to cheat. They decide to, take a shortcut in the skills challenge. Now, before they went out there, I'm hearing that Victor Wembanyama was asking around to the officials or asking people around, what they can and cannot do. So he was essentially asking them about the shots. They're supposed to take 3 shots from a rack from the three-point line and then go to another rack and take, I think, 3 shots from that rack and then move on to the rest of the obstacle course. You're supposed to take legit shots, right? Legit jump shots. Attempt to shoot the shots. Now, I don't think that the shots needed to go in or that had any bearing on the overall outcome of the obstacle course of the skills challenge. Whether you made them or not was irrelevant. It was just the fact of you shooting the shots, going through the motion and shooting those shots. So Victor Wembanyama was trying to figure out, why do we have to shoot these shots if it doesn't matter if we make them or miss them? Can't we just chuck them at the rim or chuck them in the direction of the basket just to get through it in more time, expeditiously? Now, when I'm listening to this and I'm hearing this in the article, I'm reading this, what he was doing before they went out there, I was confused. Because once again, why are you trying to circumvent the spirit of the competition? Because that's what he was trying to do there. The spirit of the competition, guys. Going out there and taking those legit jump shots on the rack at the three-point line. That's supposed to be part of the competition. That's the spirit of the competition, man. Right? It's not like, oh, we're just going to go out there and chuck him at the wall. Then they would have told you that. You're supposed to shoot the ball, you fools. But here goes Victor Wembanyama, man, who we're supposed to believe is the next Michael Jordan or the next great talent in the NBA. The guy's a joke, man. All right? I don't know what else to say about this guy. The man takes 10 threes a game. Not impressed with Victor Wembanyama. Does he block shots? Of course he does. He's 7'4", guys. Not impressed in this week era what this guy's doing out there. He's a goof, man. He's a skinny, frail goof who shoots 10 threes a game. I'm so tired of these freaking idiots, man. I'm tired of this stuff. And you get him and Chris Paul out there, and you're trying to circumvent the rules, man? You're trying to worry about how you're going to win the skills challenge? That's what your priority is? Let me see what I can do to cheat the rules or skirt the rules to take a shortcut to win a skills challenge. Because that's really important in the grand scheme of your overall career. What are we talking about here? And Chris Paul, I don't believe, has ever won a skills challenge in his career. And I believe he's competed in like 4 or 5 of them, maybe even more. So I'm not impressed with Chris Paul's career. You guys know that. I'm not impressed with Victor Wembanyama up until this point. You guys know that. And I'm not impressed with what they did last night. Like I said, it's an embarrassment. And this is the NBA All-Star Weekend, guys. This is what you get in the All-Star Week on a Saturday night. You got guys trying to cheat and shortcut their ways to a skills challenge win. This is what we're doing now? Who gives a damn about the skills challenge? I don't see Victor Wembanyama or Chris Paul trying to compete that hard for an actual championship. I know Chris Paul's missed many games in the postseason. This man has been frail extraordinaire in the postseason when it matters most. But he's going to try to circumvent the rules and finagle the rules for a skills challenge. Chris Paul, really? You didn't want to tell Victor Wembanyama, listen, man, let's take legit jump shots here and shoot the ball. Whether they go in or not is irrelevant. Let's not, like I said, destroy the spirit of the competition here and make ourselves look bad. But no, what they do, go watch the replay if you didn't see it, guys. Go watch what they did. They got to the, Victor Wembanyama got to the three-point line with that rack of balls. And I believe it was 3 balls for each rack. I believe it was 2 racks, guys. This man took the balls and just threw them underhand and just chucked them like this. He didn't even look at the rim. He just chucked them at the rim like that. Once again, destroying the integrity of the competition, guys. Then he went to the next rack, did the same thing, just so they can cheat 10, 15 seconds off their time. And of course, they had the best time out of all the people who did the competition legit. Then when Chris Paul went, he went up to Victor Wembanyama. He did even more embarrassing. He was almost rolling the balls at the rim. This man didn't even get the ball up to the rim. At least Victor Wembanyama, I believe, hit the rim with one of them. With one of the shots, he hit the rim, throwing it at the rim. Chris Paul didn't even come close. This man was just throwing the balls and rolling the balls out there. Embarrassing. So much so. What happened last night, guys? After Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama were doing this, the crowd's booing them. They got booed last night. You got booed by the New Orleans. All right, I think they're in New Orleans. You got booed by the crowd out there, guys, because you guys out there goofing it up. What? Come on, man. What are we doing here? You got booed on a skills challenge. They got booed during the skills challenge, guys. Think about this. This is what the people had to look at. And I saw other plays. Like I saw Donovan Mitchell giving it 2 thumbs down while they were doing that. Once again, what are you doing here, Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama? You guys should be embarrassed. They should be banned from the skills challenge for the rest of their careers, man. We know Chris Paul's on his way out. Victor Wembanyama, once again, you're done, man. He should be disqualified from ever doing a skills challenge ever again, man. You are a straight fool, Victor Wembanyama, for going out there. And remember, he was the one that was really pushing for this. He was the one that was going around asking all the officials and people around, hey, can we just throw the balls up there? Do we got, like, why? Why, Victor Wembanyama? That's what you were concerned about? That's what you were concerned about. Cheating and trying to get a shortcut to a skills challenge win. What does that do for your career? Absolutely nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Does anyone care about the skills challenge? Can you tell me who the last 5 winners of the skills challenge or the first 5 winners of the skills challenge were? I mean, how that enhanced their careers? I don't remember that enhancing their careers. I don't remember anyone saying, oh, this guy's going to go to the Hall of Fame because he won 3 skills challenges. Never remember hearing this kind of stuff. But Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul are going to try to circumvent the rules and take away from the integrity, the spirit of the competition. For what? For what? so that you can say you won a skills challenge? What skills? Once again, I'm questioning the skills of this era when guys are carrying the ball, traveling up and down the court, not playing any defense, not playing games. Where's the skills? I'm confused here. Guys can't play through physicality. They had to make the game easier for these guys to score, but they're supposed to be more skilled. A skills challenge. This should be the unskilled challenge. Let's see if you can get through the entire challenge without carrying the ball or without traveling, because I'm pretty sure I saw Victor Wembanyama travel at the end of his run when he went for the dunk at the end. He's a goof, man. You ever see his guys? He's so long and lanky and goofy looking that when he goes to dunk the ball, it's just weird, man, to me. It's weird. The guy's weird looking. He's a weird moving dude out there on the court, man. Like I said, I'm not a fan of his game. I'm not a fan of him. Man, once again, it's not a knock on him. I hope he becomes a great player. I'm not saying he's not going to win an MVP or never win a championship or none of that stuff. Just not a fan of the game, man. Because it's just not captivating my imagination. Doesn't do anything for me. Not creative at all. Like I said, you're out there chucking up 10, 11 threes. You're not creative. You're doing what everyone else is doing at 7'4". Okay, good for you, guy. Once again, he can dribble the ball like a guy. No, he can't. No, he can't. He can dribble the ball in this era. He can't dribble that ball in the 90s, guys. He would be relegated to a post-up player, and even then he would struggle posting up with that skinny frame. You think he's going to bang and body down low against Hakeem Olajuwon, or against Shaquille O'Neal, or against Dikembe Mutombo, or Patrick Ewing, or David Robinson? You think he's going to be able to go against these guys? No, he's not. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, Shree Rollins. Stop it right now, man. It's not happening. It ain't happening, guys. And I'm giving you the facts here. I'm completely turned off from Victor Wembanyama. I've never been a fan of Chris Paul. But then to go out there like that, it's really embarrassing, man. It's really sad that you try to, once again, take a shortcut in a skills challenge. Who cares if you win or lose it? Go out there and have fun. Compete and do it the right way, man. There should be no fans booing you in a skills challenge. You're a second-year star. You're supposed to be one of the guys in the NBA to carry the torch, to lead the NBA, Victor Wembanyama, but you're getting booed in the skills challenge in the All-Star weekend. I don't ever remember Michael Jordan being booed in the All-Star weekend or any of the star players being booed. Booed, repeat. Remember last year they booed Damian Lillard in the All-Star game for winning the MVP the way that he did. Once again, trying to steal it from Tyrese Halliburton, who was actually playing a game. They booed him. Who wants to watch this nonsense? My God, man. These guys have no shame, no honor. That wasn't honorable, what Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul did. And like I said, for me to hear that Victor Wembanyama was going around asking about this stuff before the competition started, it lets me know where his mind is at before the competition. All he was worried about is how he can shortcut the rules to win. Instead of being like, yo, we got to go out here and do this and compete, make sure we hit every pass on the money. Right? Instead of that, he's out there like, can we just throw the balls at the rim? We don't have to take actual shots, right? Why would we do that? Like, what? And this is what you guys got last night. That's what you got last night in the skills challenge from Victor Wembanyama. You had Draymond Green out there. Who wants to watch Draymond Green in skills challenge, guys? He ain't got no skills. Draymond Green and the word skills should never be in the same sentence. Never. Once again, these are the people we have going out there in these challenges now. You had what's his name? Karl Anthony Towns doing the skills challenge. Karl Anthony Towns, man. He's got skills. In this era of NBA, he can dribble and pass and shoot, right? It's a joke, guys. An absolute joke, man. These aren't real legit skilled players, man. So the skills challenge has become a laughing stock. You see they got rid of that Steph Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu, that gimmick three-point contest. Once again, gimmick. See, there's a problem for the women out there, man. And for something like that when they did that last year. Once again, I don't remember what they did as far as like, if she was using a regular NBA basketball, and using the regular men's three-point line. I did not watch that gimmick last year. I told you I watched the actual All-Star game, but did not watch that. But that's a problem for the women, for something like that to actually be legit. Men use a different basketball than women, guys. I think we all get that. We all understand that, right? And that's part of the problem. We've said that, I've heard people say that the women should lower the rim a little bit, maybe lower it down to like 9 feet, let's say. And the women actually act as if they're disrespected by that comment. They actually get upset about that. Oh, lower the rim. Yeah, lower the rim, girls. Are you guys as tall on average as the NBA men? No, you're not. Can you guys jump like NBA men? No, you can't. And that's no discrimination. That's just science, guys. They just can't jump like men. They don't have the musculature of men. So why are they shooting on a 10-foot rim when their basketball isn't the same regulation as men? So they have a smaller basketball, a lighter ball, but it's still a 10-foot rim? It don't make any sense. When women get upset about this kind of stuff, you don't make any sense, ladies. Once again, your three-point line is moved in, is it not? So why is your three-point line closer? Because you're not as strong as men. You guys don't have the strength of men. Your ball is lighter. So why would the rim not be lower? Anyway, I digress. But they got rid of that gimmick three-point contest because, once again, it was weird. It was a weird thing to me to see, once again, you lowered Steph Curry down. He's supposed to be the greatest three-point shooter of NBA's history. Why the hell is he competing against a woman? A woman. It doesn't make any sense. Not saying that she's beneath him, but when you talk about Steph Curry and he's regarded as the greatest three-point shooter in the history of the NBA, why does he need to do a gimmick three-point contest against a woman? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's weird to me, guys. But they got rid of that. And the All-Star Weekend, like I said, the slam dunk contest I talked about and the skills challenge, guys. The three-point contest, it's just weird to me. Like I said, that these guys seem to be, not really interested in competing in these things, but certain guys are. It's weird, man. And I'm not really into the skills challenge thing. The way that they moved into a team thing to me is weird. And Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul should be banned from any future All-Star Weekend events. Like I said, to do something like that. It was just so weird to me that I don't even have any words for these guys. Like, you guys are just straight fool. I mean, guys, what else can we say? Like, my God, man. You had to try to circumvent the rules in a skills challenge instead of just going out there and just shooting the shots and shooting them fast and then going to the next. Oh, my God. Go look what they did, guys. Go look what they did to embarrassment. Like I said, they got booed last night, guys. They got booed. The other NBA players were giving them thumbs down. This is what you do with your other contemporaries around? You're not cheating anybody but yourselves here, guys. And like I said, you embarrass yourself, man. And like I said, I'm completely turned off from these guys, from Victor Wembanyama. And like I said, I was never a fan of Chris Paul, man. He's a clown out there, man. And like I said, he should have been the elder statesman, the veteran, to be like, yo, man, let's do it the right way. Let's compete out here the right way and have a good time doing it. And Chris Paul is supposed to be leading these guys. He's supposed to be leading by example. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.